Hallihallo, it's Juliana here. We started this vlog with one of the beautiful views we have here at the moment. There's still a bunch of really pretty crop fields out here. It's mostly wheat and barley and a bit of spelt and rye. The corn is still green. But anyway, today's vlog, I would like to talk to you really briefly about what I'm also releasing as an exercise of the month. And in the exercise of the month, you're gonna have obviously a lot of exercise to do to the subjects, and you find those tutorials like usual on our website longridehome.com. The subject of that exercise of the month is lightness begins in the leg. And what I mean with that is the goal of a lot of us, obviously, hopefully, is light riding. We don't want to kick and pull, and it's supposed to be fun and not difficult, or difficult is the wrong term. It's allowed to be difficult because we're trying to do something very difficult, but it's not supposed to be heavy and physically really difficult. At the same time, while we want everything light, we must be aware that we're trying to maneuver 500 to 600 kilogram of flight animal in ways that we at the moment feel is, you know, what we would like to do, be it a walk, trot, canter through the forest, be it a Western competition, be it a jumping course or flying changes for a dressage test. It really doesn't matter, or cow working. The discipline doesn't matter, it's always the same because we have the same animal underneath us. And we have three major aids that are being talked about mostly. I'm not going to go into voice and that sort of thing. I talked about voice in another tutorial of the month. But when we talk about the three aids, we're usually looking at weight, leg and hand. And usually lightness sort of seems to be put in relationship with the hand. How much weight do I have on my hand? And while I think it's very horse dependent how much weight I'm going to have on the hand, we have some that basically sort of live on the bit and you don't really need anything more than a couple of grams on your hand. And then you have other horses that just want a bit more support up there. But any horse can get light. Nobody needs to carry their horse on the hand around. But when you talk about lightness, usually it's being talked about with the hand. But for me, the hand is the result on what's going right or wrong in the leg and the weight. And today I just want to talk about the leg because the weight, I have my X kilo in the saddle and I can't change those, and I can't distribute my weight in a way to put more emphasis on one thing or the other, or one part of the horse, front leg, right, left, front hind, right, left, but I can't make my X kilo any less while I'm sitting in the saddle. But what so many of us are taught at a young age is that we need to kick them forward to go. And from that on, honestly, I feel everything starts to get heavy. I'll kick, I get a response from the horse. The horse's response is possibly more than I want to. Be it that they, just trot a bit too quickly forward, or that worst case scenario, they might buck forward. And then I know if I use my leg, then I need to then afterwards clamp on for dear life so that I can even stay on there. And then I'm clamping on, and then the horse gets less and less responsive to a light leg aid. And as it gets less and less responsive, I'm going to kick more and more. And the more I kick, I then feel the more I need to pull up front to hold him when he runs away. And it's just a downward spiral. And I cannot solve that problem in my hand. I need to solve it on my leg. So it's really important that you re-evaluate the lightness in your leg. And one of the exercises that I'm going to show you in the exercise of the month is have a friend, have a member of your Riots Club walk with you, and that person will put a hand between your calf and the horse. And often we don't even feel, especially if we have been riding for a long time with a lot of leg, we don't even feel how heavy our leg is. And if our leg is on a lot, then how is the horse supposed to determine if my leg on now means something or not? So the only way I can get him light to the leg is if I learn to be light in the leg and only apply my leg only as a difficult term, right? Because of course, if Mr. Bucephalus now suddenly were to buck down the path, I would probably use more leg than I am trying to tell you here. But this is that would be a bit of an unusual emergency situation. And what I mean is that when we just usually ride, if you ride in the arena or whatever it is, just really work on the leg being off and being aware of how much is your leg off. Can I take my left leg off? Can I take my right leg off? You don't see it, but I'm doing it automatically while I'm sitting on them. So anyway, lightness begins in the leg. Head over to longridehome.com, check out under the program Helios Harmony the tutorials, and you will find an exercise of the month from it's almost August 23, so it'll be released for August 1st, 23. That if you want to look at the timeline of the modules on there. If not, you can search in the tags. There's a tag exercise of the month, and you'll find it. And there will be quite a few exercises that you can try with your leg, just to get a better feel for your leg and to learn to be lighter in your leg, to make it more pleasant for your pony. And with that, like always, comment below, drop us a line on WhatsApp. The number is coming up right after. Join us on, follow us on Facebook or message us there. It's Long Ride Home, facebook.com/longridehome.lrh, or on Instagram, it's user longridehome_LRH. And check out our website, longridehome.com. And with that, join the ride. I'm gonna turn like usual the camera between the ears, and off we go, babies. Or don't feel like it today? Rather hot. Come on, let's trot a little bit at least. Bye.